In this video, we are comparing two high-yielding dividend stocks and determine which is a better buy now. On one side, we have A-REIT, backed by Ayala Land, a real estate giant. On the other side, we have C-REIT, the Citicorp vehicle that pioneered the country's renewable energy real estate sector. One owns premium shopping malls and office towers. The other owns the ground underneath solar farms. So where should you place your hard-earned money? Is it safer to bet on traditional city buildings, or is the future of dividends powered by the sun? Let's look strictly at the numbers, the concrete business models, and the audited 2025 financial performance to find out. Before we compare them, let's quickly break what a REIT is. A real estate investment trust is a company that owns, operates, or finances income-producing real estate. By law in the Philippines, REITs are mandated to distribute at least 90% of their distributable income back to shareholders in the form of dividends. This means you do not need millions of pesos to buy a physical building or land. You can buy shares of Philippine Stock Exchange and instantly become a landlord, collecting regular passive income without any property maintenance hassle. A-REIT Incorporated made history as the very first REIT to list on the Philippine Stock Exchange. It is sponsored by Ayala Land Incorporated, which gives it immediate access to some of the most prime and highly valued real estate in the country. A-REIT operates a traditional property model. They own premium office spaces, retail malls, industrial land, and hotels across major urban areas like Metro Manila, Cebu, and Davao. If you have ever stepped into an Ayala Mall or an office tower in Makati, you have seen the types of assets that power A-REIT. Citicorp Energy REIT Corporation, or C-REIT, is in a completely different arena. It broke the mold by becoming the country's first renewable energy REIT. Sponsored by Citicorp Renewable Energy Corporation, C-REIT does not rely on office workers or shoppers. Instead, its portfolio consists of land properties leased out to solar power plants and green energy projects. They earn their revenue by charging renewable energy operators long-term lease fees for using their land. The operational structures of these two companies present distinct approaches to real estate investment. A-REIT relies heavily on economic activity, consumer spending, and corporate office occupancy. When corporations rent office space or shoppers visit malls, A-REIT is earning from rent. Their tenants are a diverse mix of multinational corporations, BPOs, retail brands, and hotel guests. C-REIT is entirely insulated from the corporate office market because their tenants are power generation companies. The demand driving C-REIT is not consumer foot traffic. It is the national grid's continuous need for electricity. This gives C-REIT highly predictable and long-term lease income. Let's look at how both companies closed out the fiscal year 2025 to see their financial performance and operational efficiency. A-REIT shows immense scale with its revenue jumping 26% year-on-year to 13 billion pesos, driven by massive property infusions. Its net income is approximately 9.4 billion pesos. C-REIT operates at a smaller monetary scale with 1.88 billion pesos in revenue. But look at that efficiency, because maintaining open land for solar farms requires almost zero operational overhead compared to a vertical shopping mall. C-REIT boasts an incredible EBITDA margin. For income investors, dividend and income are the core considerations. A-REIT delivered a dividend yield of approximately 5.5% based on its 2025 share prices, paying out 8.36 billion pesos in total cash dividend to its investors. C-REIT declared a total annual dividend of 2 centavos per share for 2025, based on its market price toward the tail end of the cycle. That translates to a higher dividend yield of 6.3%. C-REIT achieved this higher yield partly because it consistently pays out 106% of its distributable income, utilizing extra cash from variable lease structures, which goes well beyond the 90% legal requirement. In the next video, I'll be sharing about GT Capital. So if you want to learn more about GT Cap, please do subscribe and like this video. Growth in a REIT comes from adding more income-generating assets to the portfolio. A-REIT grows by acquiring massive high-value commercial properties from Ayala Land. Because these are located in premium central business districts, A-REIT benefits from consistent capital appreciation and the ability to raise rental rates over time as land value rises. C-REIT's growth is tied directly to the green energy transition as the Philippines aggressively pushes to increase renewable energy share in the national power mix. C-REIT has a non-stop pipeline of solar land assets ready to be acquired and leased out. The macroeconomic environment affects each REIT differently. Traditional commercial real estate faces changing dynamics in remote work policies and shifting retail habits. However, premium A-grade spaces in major cities generally maintain highly stable tenant bases. Renewable energy experiences structural tailwinds. Government mandates, fiscal incentives, and private sustainability targets ensure that the demands for solar farm space will remain strong for decades to come. When you invest in a REIT, you are funding the physical spaces where millions of Filipinos work, shop, and travel. You are supporting local job creation in corporate offices, construction, hospitality, and retail sectors. When you invest in C-REIT, your capital directly expands clean energy capacity. You are funding the transition away from imported coal and fossil fuels, helping to build a more self-reliant, sustainable power grid that can lower long-term electricity costs for Filipino households. While both companies track environmental metrics, their baseline models are different. A-REIT focuses on green building certifications, energy efficient HVAC systems, and reducing the carbon footprint of massive concrete structures. C-REIT is a pure-play ESG investment. Its entire business structure exists to facilitate clean, zero-emission solar power generation, making it an organic choice for dedicated, socially responsible portfolios. No investment is completely safe, and you must weigh the risks carefully. Here are the risks of a REIT. It is highly sensitive to broader economic slowdowns, rising interest rates that make debt more expensive, and fluctuations in corporate office demand or consumer retail spending. Now here are the risks of C-REIT. It faces a concentration risk. It relies on single industry and a core group of tenants under Citicorp umbrella. Severe weather events like super typhoons damaging solar installations or changes in national energy regulations could disrupt operations. The big question now is which REIT is better? The answer comes down to what you value most as an investor. A REIT is better if you value stability, institutional scale, and capital appreciation. It gives you a piece of prime Philippine real estate backed by the country's most established developer. C REIT is better if your primary goal is maximizing immediate dividends and investing in green energy. It offers a leaner operation with higher yields and long-term contractual cash flows. Many conservative investors choose not to pick at all, instead allocating capital to both to balance stable urban property with high-yielding renewable land. Building a real passive income portfolio requires analyzing the underlying assets, tracking the cash flow, and making consistent investments. If you found this breakdown helpful, drop a comment below. Are you investing in a REIT or C REIT, or are you holding both? Thank you for watching. Invest wisely, and I will see you in the next analysis.